Welcome to System Shock 2. In this update, we will explore another portion of the recreation deck. We are now in the garden.
Agility activated.
Oh, and apparently we were in a sound vacuum because, okay, here are all of the ambient sound effects now. And overall, I'd say that this portion of the ship probably has my all-time favorite ambient sound effects going on. It just feels so ominous and overhaul. And here we have kind of an oddity in the game. We have a broken keypad, and before we can hack it, we have to repair it. And obviously you can be sure that they made it so that it'd be really easy to break it again the moment that you fix it.
Security access compromised. Security access compromised.
Now, if you cannot hack this door, or if you lack the auto repair unit or the repair skills in order to repair that keypad, don't worry, there's still a way to get inside this room, but we'll elaborate a little bit on it later. Right here we got a button that allows us to open the maintenance hatch, so let's go and investigate it.
Security system offline.
This is pretty easy to miss, and in fact, I even took some time in order to even look where the button for opening this door was, but yeah, it's worth it because we get some extra cyber modules in the process. We can never have enough of those. I know that there's like 875 cyber modules in this game, but you can be sure that having the most of them will not hurt, especially if you play on hard or impossible. Because on both of these difficulties, the cost for acquiring upgrades is increased. On hard difficulty, upgrades will cost 39% more modules, and on impossible difficulty, that goes all the way up to 79%, which means that through the course of the game, you will only be able to max out 2 or maybe 3 abilities, and even then that pretty much means you're gonna have to do some sacrifices and ignore some other abilities that might come in handy through the game, or outright ignore certain trees altogether. On hard difficulty it's not too bad because you still start out the game with a decent amount of health, but on impossible difficulty you start with 7 hit points. Which means that you pretty much have to put points in endurance no matter what, because enemies will kill you in only 1 or 2 hits. The lack of hit points will be the biggest obstacles you will face into an impossible run. Honestly, I had to be brought back to the bioreconstruction machine a lot during the playthrough, but at least I didn't save scum.
Mistrust is the tyranny of the individual. Your own kind sees you as a threat.
Why do you murder our unity?
No matter. The line is drawn.
You will cease to be.
It is just a question of
Who will bring your end?
us or you.
Ugh. The menu never has any nice feelings, so why the hell will I ever want to serve it? I mean, I'm certainly not doing better by serving Shodan, who once tried to destroy the world, but hey, it's not as if I have any other choice.
They're coming! Oh no! No!
Oh no, I'm about to die. No, please please don't kill me. No, wait, where are you going? That's the other way. Alright, come on. Okay, we didn't get shot somehow, so now that we're ready, time to kill this robot. Yeah, my psionic abilities are so strong that I can one-shot security robots. Oh, and yeah, be careful whenever you have the speed booster, because even running into walls will damage you. Yeah, you're that fast. I mean, I'm strong enough to one-shot security robots, But the thing is, if they catch me off guard, then things can get really ugly for me. Okay, good thing that this place was going on a slope. Okay, or not, because he still managed to get me.
Babies must sleep. Babies must rest.
Wise is the one who does not waken them. Leave this place now, or we will wound you.
As you have.
Adrenaline deactivated.
You're still not making sense, the mini. So we have a new implant, but we have to research it first, but it's another one of those brain type of organs. There's a whole series of these brain-shaped implants that are from extraterrestrial origin, and which simply does really weird things to you. Okay, so this one crit is kinda neat because it's not hard to hack per se, but there's a lot of ice nodes that can make it so that the crate will explode in your face, which is kind of a nice trade-off. The only bad trade-off, however, is that all of these implants require eye research skills in order to get. And in fact, that's one of the complaints that I have with the research ability, but I'll talk a little bit more about it later. In the meantime, if you don't have the hacking abilities in order to open up that broken keypad, this is where you can get to the maintenance hatch, by dropping down on one of those window ledges and get to the bottom floor where all of the litter is. And for some reason, going there make a cyborg midwife spawn, so make sure that you don't forget about her, but at this point of the game, you really shouldn't have much problem with those enemies anymore. Alright, thanks for reminding me that I'm on the recreation deck, because this is something that I'd seen such a place. Instead of saying maintenance shaft which are filled with a lot of killer eggs or anything, and finally killer robots. Hey, that's another heart terminal right here, so might as well go and see if it has a piece of the password for us. Oh, we even got the first digit this time. So that's pretty nice. Out of 2 terminals, we already found 3 digits, so our hunt is going well.
I've been working on dealing with all the bodies that have been stacking up. With the medbase full and the escape pods and injection tubes mysteriously locked up all of a sudden, we've got to do something with them. I've chosen the maintenance tunnel underneath the garden as an internment site. Keypad code 34093. I'm telling everyone to be careful. I don't trust the dead.
I think that before telling people to not trust the dead, we really shouldn't trust, well, say, the mini, because I think they're a much bigger threat. But with that said, I'm not really looking forward to going to this one place, because just imagine how bad this stink will be.
Space reinitialized.
Thank you for choosing Value Wrap.
So while the grenade launcher in overall might be one of the best weapons of the game, holy shit is the ammo expensive. Yeah, you get 3 shots for 100 nanite, and that's on normal difficulty by the way, because if you go all the way up on impossible difficulty, once again, that price will double. Also, it's generally a good idea to have a ranged weapon ready for that guy, because otherwise it's really hard to dodge his grenade. Good luck lounge? Why will I need good luck in order to go to a bar? Also, the ladies' restroom is sealed? Oh shit, we have cyborg assassins. And we have 2 of them. And yeah, by the way, we now have to deal with the regular cyborg assassins. The one that are black. And they have more hit points compared to the... Okay, that was pretty close. But yeah, compared to the red ones that we saw on the ops deck, they have 12 more hit points, which mean that they now have 60. And how dare they clog up the ladies' restroom like that? Yeah, this game has monster closets.
The annelids have cut us off from the transmitter. Shodan tells me that once we've got the transmitter back online and the ops computers reprogrammed, she'll be able to take control of the ship away from Xerxes. Who should I trust less? An imposter claiming to be that monster, or the monster herself.
So, was she just fighting annelids while she was recording that log? Because if so, that's pretty badass, I gotta say. She does raise a good point though. Can we trust Shodan? But hey, we know for sure that we cannot trust Xerxes because he has been a pain in our neck ever since the beginning. So, I'd like to go back to the assassins for a second because they are enemies that are worthy of mention for several reasons. Because these are probably the most deadly enemies in the entire game because, first of all, they have a really fast attack. That attack also happens to deal a really good amount of damage, as in 10, which is exactly the same amount that hybrids will do at the beginning of the game, and in fact that's the amount of damage that Grenades hybrid will do. And finally, they never give you any kind of organs that you can research, so you'll always have to deal to them the full of the damage without having any kind of bonuses whatsoever. And finally, they don't really have proper weaknesses. I mean, you will deal them more damage if you use EMP weapons as well than armor-piercing rounds, but they only deal double damage, so it's not as efficient as it could be. I mean, if you're using the assault rifle against them, you're probably still better off using regular ammo because armor-piercing bullets are rare and precious. I don't really know why, but that was kind of scary. Okay, it definitely was scary because there's a cyborg assassin waiting for me up here. All in all, I don't think that my tactic of using a speed booster to avoid damage paid off. Also, just listen to the footsteps. I mean, with the current agility that I have, it's implied that I run pretty fast, but when you have the speed booster, they just don't make any sense. I mean, how fast must I move my leg in order to be able to make that much noise?
Listen, there's one escape pod Xerxes didn't eject, but it's busted. I've managed to get it functional, but I don't know how long it can stay that way. Make it there, Tommy, with or without me. If I don't get there, I want you to on and go. You understand me? Take it and go.
Okay, so at least they have a way to escape this ship. But will they make it out of this ship, considering that so far pretty much everyone that I've met have died a horrible death or were about to die a horrible death? I swear that I'm hearing a security bot in this room, but we're Oh yeah, he's right behind that one wall which fucking exploded. Holy shit. So let's meet the final robot of the attack robot that want to murder you category, the assault bot. As you've seen, they have giant lasers that explode in a wide blast radius, they're pretty hard to avoid, and they have tons of hit points. While their attacks are not as hard to avoid than, say, the security bot's lasers, which are pretty fast and close to impossible to dodge, these ones hurt a whole lot more. And additionally, they have a pretty fast firing rate. Hey, it's been quite a while since I've had to use Psy-Pole. This makes me remember of the good old days on the good old dicks. So yeah, I'm gonna make room for that one pistol, but you can be sure that once again, I will forget to pick it up. Because that's the way that I'm doing things around this ship. And to be fair, I don't really need the ammo anymore because I'm swimming in nanites like crazy thanks to the recycler. Oh, hi, just passing through, don't mind me. Okay. Okay, I guess he really didn't see me for a second, even though all signs pointed to the opposite. This door on the right leads to the crew quarters, but we still don't have the key for it, and now I'm back here. Like I said, I always get lost on this one portion of the ship. The garden is a pretty wide open place, and it's really easy to get lost in it.
Security system offline.
There's a couple of arrows on the floor that you can use as some kind of guidance in order to figure out where you have to go, but sometimes these indications are just not enough, and you probably want something else, which is what the map is good for. Am I really sure that I'm alone? Because that noise was... Those noises are so... Ah, I'm scared of debris right now. That's how bad this game can get at times. I mean, normally I don't really get scared while playing this game because I know it pretty well and such, but... Wow. Okay. This game can sometimes overpower you with its ambience. And this is why it's awesome. That's because it can do so with so little. I mean, with all of the things that it had to work with, this game has accomplished so many things right. And the way the game manages to scare you is, for the most part, pretty subtle. I mean, I've been replaying Doom 3 lately just in order to see it because people have brought it into the thread. And yeah, this game is pretty much the opposite whenever it comes to scaring the player. And here's for a rare sight in this game. We get worm clusters that already are made, as opposed to us having to find beakers. Oh, and hacking software level 3. That's definitely a good thing. Having hacking level 3 means that hacking difficulty is decreased by 15%, and I believe it also removes 3 dangerous nodes, so it's definitely a welcome sight. So right now we're gonna be able to finish the research of our blue brain-like implant, so in the meantime, might as well go... Yeah, that's the garden proper. That hole right here is just inviting me.
You seek your associates, but you cannot find them.
You are so very alone. How does it feel
To be one.
against the infinite?
They really wanted to be ready for me. Are you talking about your grenades or... Oh, there's spiders as well. Wow, that's really a mess. Why did everyone have to die at exactly the same place? And of course, don't rush in headfirst into this room, because otherwise you'll invite a swarm of insects to go right into your face.
You are a remarkable example of a pathetic species. I've uploaded some more cybernetic modules.
Why Shodan has to be so rude? You are a remarkable sack of shit. Here, have some candy. Just in the likeliness that you were kind of unnerved with the fact that Polito will boss you around and call you names and all of this, well, with Shodan things get even worse. So essentially, this is what the garden's all about. It was supposed to be a little corner of paradise, but as it is right now, it's just used in order to bury a whole lot of bodies. And with the little music loop which is going in the background, this place is even more unnerving. That music just adds a feeling of whimsy to the entire thing. Okay, so what was the passcode to that thing again? Because I honestly forgot. Good thing that you have notes. Notes are just used in order to remind you of your mission objectives and some little tidbits of info that you picked up along the way. Whoa, easy there. Don't fight each other trying to decide who will kill me first, because you know who will win this contest.
Security system offline.
Yeah, the moment that you open this door, you will be ambushed by some cyborg midwives. And you also saw that my batteries don't really refuel a whole lot of energy anymore. Well, this is a bug in the game, because if you carry several batteries all at once, for some reason it will diminish their effectiveness, so therefore, instead of them refilling my entire energy, it's just refueling something like 30 or 40 units apiece, because I had like 3 or 4 of them at the same time. I have no clue if the latest SS2 tool update fixes this problem or not.
Taylor sent some email this morning indicating he found some kind of artifact that could infect the worms with the virus. However, if you manipulated the thing, it would introduce a toxin into the human bloodstream that could kill in minutes. Unfortunately, Taylor found this out the hard way. He died right after he sent the message. Now, if we can only locate his body, we might find that artifact.
Oh, so we possibly could find a new weapon in the near future. I am looking forward to it. More so that it will be a weapon of the exotic tree. There's always either emails or logs that you will find in order to hype the upcoming weapons that you will find into the skill tree. First, Shonen was talking to you about the crystal shard, and now we have some new info about a weapon that we'll pick up eventually.
I'm so close to Rebecca, it's killing me. I'm spending some time with crew members who said they saw her. They told me to help me find her if I help them set up this transmitter. They're set on saving the Earth. I just want Rebecca. Then I'll take care of the Earth.
This is assuming that something remains out of... oh, okay, I somehow glitched through the window. I'm not sure how that happened. And I think that'll be it for this section of the ship, because I'm pretty sure I've got every single portion of the garden and all of the other rooms and nook and crannies that there is to this place. So with that said and done, it's time to go and explore the final section of the recreation deck that I have yet to explore, which is the mall. We found the access card to the crew quarters into the garden, but we're still missing 2 digits to the transmitter code, and this is what we're gonna find out.